The front panel of the HGMAP-S consists of a status indicator LED, trip alarm LED, front display, measurement shortcut buttons, direction buttons, ESC button, enter button, circuit breaker control button, local remote button, USB port, and reset button. The rear panel of the HGMAP-S consists of CT-PT port, DO port, DI port, communication port, and power and ground port. The basic operation method for setting the HGMAP-S is as follows. The ESC button is used to enter the initial menu or move to the top menu, while the Enter button is used to enter the sub-menu or save the settings. The up and down buttons are used for navigating between menus, while the left and right buttons are used for changing setting values. When changing the initial settings, a password confirmation window will appear to prevent unauthorized operations. Use the up, down, left, and right buttons to enter the password, then press the Enter button to confirm it. After making all setting changes, be sure to press the Enter button to save the settings. Press the ESC button to enter the number 5 Power System menu. In the first wiring setting of Power System, set the PT connection to WYE if it is a 3-phase 4-wire system, or Delta if it is a 3-phase 3-wire system. In the second menu, PT Ratio, input the PT ratings. For primary, input the line-to-line voltage on the primary side. For secondary, input based on the secondary input voltage. And for tertiary, set the zero sequence voltage according to the GPT rating, either to 190 volts or 110 volts. When entering the PT rating, set it as follows according to the PT specifications. The third menu, CT Ratio in Power System, is for entering the CT ratings. For primary, input the phase CT primary rating. And for secondary, it is fixed at 5 ampere for the phase CT secondary rating. Primary N is used to enter the primary rating for the reference CT. Depending on the product code, the N type uses a zero-sequence current transformer rated at 5 ampere, while the Z type is fixed at 200 mA to 1.5 mA. In the fourth menu of the power system, ground delay allows you to choose between OCGR and DGR, based on the directionality of ground fault over current protection. Press the ESC button to enter the number 1 Relay Set menu. Move the cursor to the protection elements to use, and press the Enter button to access detailed settings. Once you enter the detailed settings, you will find a total of 4 pages. They are organized into settings for instantaneous, definite time, inverse time factor, and trip setting in that order. For instantaneous, set the usage and the operating value. For definite time, select the usage and set the operating value and delayed time. For inverse time, select the usage and set the operating characteristic curve, value, and trip lever. Finally, the trip settings can be used for trip and alarm based on the usage. Once the settings are complete, press the Enter button to save the settings and finish. Each protection factor is inactive by default during factory settings, so all selection fields are blank. Move the cursor to the protection elements to use, and activate the star mark to select the desired protection element. Press the ESC button to enter the number 4 digital I/O menu. Factory default setting of each DO output is available by pressing the up and down buttons to access number 5 DO. User needs to change the DO number. Select the desired source for that DO output using the left and right buttons. Press the up and down buttons to enter number 6 DO mode, allowing selection between latch, normal, or pulse. The factory default setting is latch. Use the up and down buttons to enter number 9 DO test to perform forced output testing for each DO. During the test, the output will produce a 500 millisecond pulse. Press the ESC button to enter the number 7 device set menu. Number 1 ComSet configures each parameter for using the Modbus protocol, including address, baud rate, swap, and communication map. Number 4 in LED source. Set the LED source for each fault or alarm. By default, LEDs 1 to 8 are designated based on feeder protection criteria. Number 5 for remote DI. Select Signal, Reset, or Remote based on the status of DI number 1. Number 7 System Time is set for year, month, day, hour, minute, and second. If the system error LED lamp on the front display lights up and an error message appears due to the relay's self-diagnosis function, please refer to the error code classification table and contact the AS call center by phone or submit an online request through the website for relay inspection. If the device needs to have a recovery after malfunctioning, rest is available through the Reset button. Afterwards, download the event, fault records, and fault wave records from the device using the HG Manager software for further detailed analysis.